Half the garage has come by and congratulated you and these guys. Unsponsored car, you almost pulled off the win. What kind of statement does this send about this team's performance?
It's an amazing day when you can do what we did today. I don't know, I'm a little choked up because, A, we were in position. B, I was very considerate to Boyer, who was going for his first win with the new team. And then C, which is most important, I made a mistake. I got into those tires in turn 11, and for years they've never been bolted down. They were bolted down this time, and it bent the right front up and it broke the panhard bar, and I'm just glad we brought it home third. If I was smarter, I'd have let Tony Stewart go a half a lap ahead. Maybe he could have got to Boyer for a big finale in turn 11, but unbelievable day with our Chevrolet. I want to thank James Finch, who's at home. He's like, hell with that road racing stuff. I don't need that. And I was hoping that I could be the stringer that could bring it home for him. But amazing job the guys did, just nice and steady today. I just made that one mistake, and if you're not perfect in this game in Sprint Cup, then it's tough. But thanks to Monster, Tag Warrior, those guys been sticking with me. This car's available. I was going to call us Team Tiger Blood if we won, but I still might.
Kurt Busch, third here in Sonoma. Chris?
Well, Dan Earnhardt Jr. coming off that big win last weekend, but this weekend a little bit tougher go at it. You kept the car clean all day, but what happened on that final restart?
I don't know. We got run into coming over 4 and or coming over 3A, but we had a good car. You know, we got to get a little. We've had better cars here. You know, we struggled kind of all weekend. We didn't have real good speed in the race, but we just kind of hung around, and we were going to finish in top 15 there, and just. You know, the green white checker, there's going to be some victims on that deal, and I was the one today.
Well, Dale Jr. finished 23rd today. Marty?
Brian Vickers finishes 4th today. A lot of guys coming by congratulating you. Are you surprised you were able to finish top 5 today?
Oh, wow. You know, I mean, the effort that the MWR, Toyota guys put on the track, having RK Motor Charlotte on the car this week, you know, all the support. The guys just done a great job from start to finish at the shop. Rodney gave me a good car. The stuff I learned this summer in Europe racing the sports cars with Rob, thanks again for that, Le Mans, I think helped me, but it also it took me a few runs to get back to the heavy car, no traction control, a lot of horsepower, so that hurt us on Friday. I hurt us a little bit on Friday, but I think that all that time over there helped me on Saturday and Sunday, and I was glad to come home with top 5.
You and Stewart had fresher tires than the guys in front of you on that last restart. Were you thinking, okay, it's our chance to make a move here?
Absolutely. You know, him and I were just talking about that. I actually had a phenomenal car in the long run all day long, and that very last run we got loose, and I felt like I took care of my tires on the restart, but maybe not. And he said, funny enough, he was getting tight all day, and that last run I think we heard the track just got loose, and it hurt me and helped him, and he ended up getting back by us, and I really thought we were going to have a 1-2, and it was going to be between him and I, but they just got enough distance on us that we couldn't catch him.
Speeding penalty matters not. Brian Vickers finishes 4th today.
An outstanding day for Brian Vickers. Top 5. What a day for Michael Waltrip Racing as we look at the results from today's Toyota St. Mart 350.
Yeah, you got a great run reset by Brian Vickers, by Kurt Busch. You look at Jeff, those guys salvaged something out of this. Greg Biffle gets back up in there. And Joey Logano has another top 10 out here. Joey just top 10s them to death when he comes to this place.
His 3rd in a row on a road course.
Yes.
He was top 10 last year at both road courses. Matt Kenseth, not a bad day for the championship leader.
Truex down there at 22nd. Yeah. That hurts after running so well the whole race.
Yeah, he was 8th when he got turned around on that final lap. Here's some of those drivers that struggled this afternoon.
Yeah, Eric was involved in that thing with Dale Jr. Those guys, you look from there back, you know, a lot of these guys. We documented Juan's problems all day long. Denny Hamlin was in the garage area when it was over with.
Back-to-back bad weeks for Denny Hamlin. Tony Stewart been rolling. 2nd straight weekend. He's finished in the runner-up position. Marty Snyder?
Well, somehow, Tony Stewart went from 24th to 2nd. How'd you do that with only 2 cautions on the day?
Just like we planned. I mean, we planned on letting everything get settled down for a couple laps and just going one at a time. So we had an fortunate break at the end. We on the second to last pit stop there, they didn't get something happened on plugging the fuel in and didn't get it full. So yeah, that second to last caution there, we got a chance to come in for fuel and 4 tires, and that got us up through there. We just had 8 or 10 lap pressure tires in those guys. We still had to fight our way through there. We had a really good car. We just, it just took all day to get the track position.
How about that battle with the 51 at the end? You went for the lead in 11, which was the right thing to do, but you had to hold off the 51 at the same time.
Yeah, and people probably didn't see it, but something was wrong with his car. Something in the rear end was breaking, and he was driving the wheels off that thing. I don't know how he kept it on the racetrack. Every time he'd go in the corner, it'd get tight on him, so he did a really good job of keeping that thing going.
It's a 3 straight top 5 for Tony Stewart.
It's the summertime. That's when smoke usually gets rolling. Here are your NASCAR Sprint Cup driver standings after 16 races. Kenseth now 11 points in front of Greg Biffle, who jumps in front of Dale Earnhardt Jr. after finishing inside the top 10 today. Tony Stewart, big gainer. He's up to 5th, and now you look at those outside the top 10. Carl Edwards, 11 back. Kyle Busch and Ryan Newman holding down the wild cards, having victories in 12th and 13th. Let's hear from Jimmy Johnson. Here's Matt.
And Jimmy Johnson, impressive run today here in Sonoma, almost scored another win. What was the deciding factor for you guys on the restart? It almost like you guys were in the perfect position.
Yeah, we were sitting in a good spot. We just, just kind of bottled up in a couple situations. The 55 got by me, and wasn't able to kind of get through there. We were honestly more worried about fuel. We thought we were out of fuel and had big trouble there in that last restart. But luckily the car made it back. I'll take 5th. I wish we had a little bit more in the long run. We lacked a little of the 15 and the 51 in the long run. But ran the top 5 all day, so it's hard to complain too much.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks, buddy.
Jimmy Johnson, top 5 this afternoon after winning this race a couple of years ago. Been a fun weekend in Sonoma, California, as it always is. None better than Clint Boyer, who gets the victory today. Reminder, we'll be with you next Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's NASCAR Sprint Cup Series Racing from Kentucky, presented by KFC. Countdown to green at 6:30. And then we got race coverage following. Coming up next on TNT, it's our network preview show. Head over to NASCAR.com now for the NASCAR on TNT post-race show. Interviews, analysis, and more. It's live now on NASCAR.com. A special thanks to our production and management staff. Did a great job this weekend. Bree Smith, Nancy Smith, Lori Brooks, Sarah Phillips, and Savannah Brotherton. We got a great group of people. Now we'll load up and head back to Kentucky for next Saturday night. For Larry McReynolds, Kyle Petty, and Wally Dallenbach, I'm Adam Alexander. Thank you for being with us for NASCAR on TNT, and congratulations to Clint Boyer. He's a winner. So long from Sonoma.
Nobody better than